Sure, YouTube, welcome to today's video. I'll be making a project review of one of my deep house songs. This is a project that you guys voted for and suggested that I should make a review of. There were 3 songs that I made you guys choose from. There was 1000 Lifetimes, there was Galactic Note, and the other song as well, but then this is the song that had major votes, so I'm gonna go ahead and review it for you guys. Likewise, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for more videos like this. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you like the video, leave a like, and also don't forget to share the video so that other producers can watch the content. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. So before I show you guys the breakdown of the song, let me just play the song for you guys. So I'm just gonna go to segments where there are things that I want you guys to pay attention to. Let's start off at this point. So what I've just played for you right now is the intro of the song. It's the drum kit, and then there's pads and a bit of synths there and there. Now I'm gonna dive to the middle of the song where we have the bass line and we have the melody coming in. So that was me introducing the bass line for you, and then there's a part where I then introduce the melody. And then you should also notice that when I introduce the melody, I kind of add some variations onto the bass line. If you observe, you will be able to hear the change in the bass line, a few notes that I added onto it. Okay, so I just turned off the, I think these are shakers because my PC is glitching, so I think it's because of there's a lot of high frequencies, so I just turned off the heads. I think by now you should have picked up the direction of the song, so let me go ahead and break down the song for you. If you guys want to listen to the full song, I'll leave a link down on the description to the song, and also it's part of an EP. Also, please check out the EP. Let me show you what I did. Let's start off with the intro first. I have a simple drum kit here. Let me just dive to the section where there's every element of the drum kit. I'm gonna solo the drum kit and play it for you. It's a very nice, simple and clean drum kit. These are the kicks. It's a 4-step kick, and then we have the claps. These are reverse claps. with a lot of reverb and delay to give it that tail. So it's a reverse clap, and then I layered it up with a normal clap. That's the normal clap, and some heads. Those are the heads, and then we have some loops. So these are the shakers, and then here's another loop. So that's the drum kit, and then now I'm adding on my sounds. The first thing I do when it comes to deep house, I decide a chord that I'm gonna stick to, or a scale, whatever you call it. And in this case, I used a minor B minor chord. So to achieve that, you just go select your chords, and you go select B root note, and there you have it. It's B minor. So that's the chord I have. That's how it sounds. And then I got it from Gladiator. The preset is PD Highlands MS. That's the preset. And then moving on, I then started to add some synths, some plugged synths from Nexus. The preset I used is Arpeggios AR After Midnight 1. That's the preset if you want to check it out. And this is how it sounds. It has a lot of delay and a bit of reverb. That's sound designing. You can tweak the knobs, make it sound however you want it to sound, because the normal arpeggios would sound like this. Let me just load up the Nexus for you and show you how much I made it different from the normal preset. This is how the normal one would sound. That's how it sounds. It's like a lead, too harsh. So what I did is I lowered down the cutoff, gave it a lot of delay and some reverb to make it sound like this. So if I play all the progress so far, this is how the project sounds. So as of yet, there isn't a melody, there isn't a bass line, there isn't effects and other elements on the song. It's just the drum kit as I showed you, the pad as I showed you, and the plugged synth. And then there's one thing that I did here, to just add on to being creative. This is what you can also do. Instead of using a lot of effects from my sound packs and everything, I challenged myself to make up something. This is a kick, and it's layered up with a clap and a crash. This is how it sounds. Let me just play it here first so that you understand. So that's what I use to introduce most of my elements. If I'm gonna introduce the bass line, I use this pattern. If I'm gonna introduce these plugged synths, I use it before them. So this is how it sounds. It has a lot of reverb. It's kicks that are layered with the crash and some claps. So how I processed this on my mixer, on my claps, I added some reverb, as you can see on my crash. It's on 20. Added some delay and some reverb. So that's something that I decided to create, to introduce bass lines and some melodies. So let me show you where I used it to introduce the bass line. that's where I used it, and also I used it on this break right here. But before we go to that break, I'm gonna add on there's a minor bass line that I used. It's not a primary bass line, we can say it's a secondary bass line. DysFonik Block 2, let me play it for you. That's how it sounds. It's not noticeable, but then the fact that it's there, it makes the song more interesting. So in music production, there are a lot of elements that people won't really, grasp because they don't stand out a lot, but then they are there in the background, but their effect is very, let me say, impactful. So it makes the song a bit interesting. So this is where I add the bass line. I used Revity S and I used a square envelope. That's the preset that I used. And these are the notes that I used. This is how it sounds individually. And then I did a lot of playing around here. Not a lot, but I played around with the timing of this second pattern. As you can see, I just chopped it off. So that gives it that time delay, because people are already expecting it to be a continuous bass line, it repeats itself, but then I decided to crop or trim this part off and give it that time delay. It makes it a bit interesting because what we are looking for is a lot of variation. But then a lot of sounds I used are just ambient sounds like this one. Okay, there we go. So it just gives that ambience to the song, nothing much. And I still use the same chord, which is B minor. And then this is how the break was. Let me just play the break for you and then show you how I achieved it. Let's add on some melodies now. So that's the melody. This is how it sounds individually. Let me go to my pattern where I have the melody. Right? I used GMS. As you can hear, there's some reverb and delay to it. I think it's channel track 16 on the mixer. There we go. It has reverb. So it just gives it that ambience, and then I lower down the cutoff frequency because this is when I'm still introducing it. But then towards the climax, that's where I gradually increase the cutoff. So let me just play from this part. This is towards the climax. Oh, and also the notes I used. Not sure if I showed you guys. So what I did is I did a bit of variation here. So what I just made you listen to now, I duplicated it, but then on this section, I highlighted it and then transposed it an octave upward, just to give it that variation. Now let's play towards the climax. And then everything from there just comes to a stop. So it's a thing of the song is playing, it's getting much hype, and it's you know, getting to the climax of it, and then as the cutoff frequency is at its highest, the song then just stops, it just goes down and there's silence. So as you can see, I made use of that effect that I created, this one. And then to maintain or to achieve that silence, I just removed literally almost everything. I removed my pads, I removed my my bass line and all of that. So yeah, I think that's about it for today's video. If you wish to listen to the full song, please click on the link on the description, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do leave a like and leave a comment. If you did, let me know how you guys feel about the project. And yeah, that's it guys, I'll catch you on my next video. Cheers.